Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Chicago is terrified of fire, which is why one developer raised a ruckus when he proposed a wood skyscraper. What happened? We'll learn more at the end of this video. But first, if you are planning to build a home, it's likely you will use wood frame construction. And in today's video, we have the top things you should know. Number 1. What is wood frame construction? Wood frame construction is the assembly of dimensional lumber, also known as studs, into frames that are regularly spaced and fastened together with nails to create floor, wall, and roof assemblies. Think of wood frame construction as a kind of skeleton for any project. Number 2. What are the benefits of wood frame construction? Most homes are built with wood frame construction, and for good reason. This methodology is light, quick, and doesn't require many heavy tools or equipment. It can be made to fit a number of geometric shapes and be clad with a variety of materials. It's also, perhaps counterintuitively, sustainable and inexpensive. Number 3. Having said all this, there are some downsides to wood frame construction. For one, wood on its own is of course not fire resistant, nor is it relatively wind resistant. Wood is also not the most durable material, especially when you compare it to masonry and cement, and it has a low thermal mass, meaning that on its own it does not help control interior temperatures well. But despite these drawbacks, in practice, building codes mean that most wood frame construction is assembled in a way that does make it fire resistant and at least reasonably well insulated. Number 4. What are the components of a typical wood frame? At a basic level, a wood frame wall has the following components. A bottom plate, which is a horizontal member at the base of the wall that fastens to the floor. Studs. These are the evenly spaced wood members that attach to the bottom and top plates. Header, a beam placed over an opening to distribute loads to the adjoining studs. A sill, which is the wood member at the bottom of an opening that helps support the window. And the top plate, which is the horizontal wood member at the top of the studs. On top of the top plate are placed the joists for either the second floor or the ceiling. And number 5, how are wood frames assembled? There are several ways that wood frame buildings are constructed, but the most common is the platform frame methodology, also sometimes known as tilt-up construction. First, the floor substructure is built on the foundation. Then the subflooring is added over the floor joists. Wall frames are assembled and tilted up, then attached to the flooring. The second floor or roof is then constructed on top of the frame. So that covers the basics of wood frame construction. But here's a question for you. We all know that you can build a wood farmhouse, but what about a skyscraper? Well, it may surprise you to know, but it is possible to build a wood multifamily building. Indeed, this is just what one developer is proposing, in the home of the Great Chicago Fire, no less. Developer Sterling Bay recently began construction on one of Chicago's first mass timber apartment buildings. The 9-story building will contain 130 units in a city that still wrings its hands over wood-based buildings 150 years after the Great Chicago Fire. Yet despite its concerns, in 2020, Chicago revised its strict building code to open the door for mass timber construction. A building technique that uses thick beams and columns formed by gluing wood sections together. The resulting structural members are as sturdy as steel, but emit far less CO2 in their production. They are also lighter and give the building a warmer look and feel. Even better, despite concerns about fire, extensive testing has shown that mass timber holds up just as well as steel under high temperatures. For this reason, Chicago officials have slowly overcome their aversion to wood, and in the name of greening the city, hope to see more mass timber construction in the years to come. And if you can build wood skyscrapers in this fire-averse city, you can build them anywhere. So if you ever plan a larger construction project, perhaps consider mass timber construction. But what do you think? Do you have any stories about wood frame or mass timber construction? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down properties at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.